make sure it's kosher. Lean on me like Bill Withers until you smell the roses.
What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement, still moving. Subscribe or die trying. You see the thumbnail, man. Do people actually understand, what Pride Month is? Like, seriously, because so I'm watching TV, commercial comes on, and the guy comes on. He's like, it's Pride Month, and we're fighting for our rights. And me, just a regular person, just a regular heterosexual person, I know a lot of history, right? I'm like, what rights you fighting for? Like, because most things are a celebration of something, right? And I can't say that, like, being gay has been looked down upon for sure. Uh, but when I think about history, you know, it's like just holding on to Stonewall. And I don't hear of any like contributions to the greater society that gay America has actually brought in society, right? And I don't hear that from I just maybe they put it out, maybe I don't know because I'm not involved in that community, but I would say because of America we know white history, we know people know but don't necessarily know black history, people know but not necessarily know Native American history, people really don't know much about Asian history, like all these things in America for sure. Um, we know about Jewish history because we know about the Holocaust, right? So a lot of times there, Stonewall is like the biggest event in quote unquote, I guess, gay history. And with that being said, it's like that's it. Like that's it. A bar fight, black guy who was like a trans woman, a cross dress, whatever they called it back in the day. He got thrown in a river and killed. Um, and then it was like, so he's like, I hate to say it this way, he's the crispest addicts of I guess the gay community, right? But when it comes to rights, I'm like, what are y'all talking about? I mean, y'all got the right to marry each other now. Y'all adopt, y'all have kids, y'all go ungay to get pregnant and have kids, and go ungay to get a woman pregnant and have kids. It's like, what are we talking about here? Because I just as a straight guy, it's like I don't get it. Now, America, we don't really celebrate holidays like that in America anymore. Like seriously, I just say Christmas, Thanksgiving, Christmas, um, Mother's Day, and probably the 4th of July. Everything else is just a day off. Even the months, like Hispanic Heritage Month, nobody like what did the Hispanic culture actually bring to the country? And part of that is this, like even with other groups trying to downplay Black history and uplift their own history, it just looks like y'all don't have much history to stand on. You get what I'm saying? And because people want to do this compare and contrast thing, so it's like, okay, well, Black America has a long list of things. So what is gay America's list? You know what I'm saying? So I don't think people actually like understand what's going on. Cause from the outside looking in, it kind of just looks like a month of Freaknik for gay people across the nation. That's just pretty much what it looks like. Because remember, they've been having, pride parades and pride this and pride that for years. And a lot of times you just see homosexual people just being hypersexual, you know, whether you want to call it Freaknik or Carnival. It's just we half naked, almost all the way naked. We gyrating in front of adults and children, and we got children gyrating in front of adults. It's just like that's what it comes off as, right? So, do people understand it? I don't think so. I think it's like, whatever. I mean, let them people go have their Freaknik. So when it comes to actual like issues in society, it's like you could say people are ignorant or uninformed, but I could say y'all just don't do a good job of saying what's really going on. I mean, the biggest thing would be Stonewall and what else? AIDS. And then that died down. But I understand it because the gay community was blamed for AIDS from the beginning for a good 10, 15 years. You know, maybe 20. I don't know. Because it was the 80s. Like, people stopped saying it around the 2000s. So I would say from the 80s to the late 90s. But, like, all of your issues don't seem to be long-standing issues. Like, you don't have, you know, you're not targeted for anything per se. You know, and that's one of the things. Like, you know, being gay, people know that you're gay. People see you as gay or whatever. But it's not like you're going to jail at higher rates. It's not like you're going to prison at higher rates. It's not like you're getting undercut in employment. It's not like you're getting undercut in education. It's not like you're getting undercut in business. Like, it just doesn't, you know, like, that's not what it looks like, right? And plus, you know, you got, you know, gay people of all ethnicities and races. So, you know, it's like some of y'all using y'all whiteness, some of y'all using y'all, you know, whateverness, you know, immigrantness, whatever you want to call it, right? To get ahead, and it has nothing to do with your sexuality. You get where you go, and then you put your sexuality on Front Street. So I don't think people take it serious. Like, I don't even like. I'm like, I don't. I mean, it's Juneteenth is coming. It might be past by the time this video comes out. I don't know. Um, but for June to quote unquote be Pride Month and Juneteenth and Father's Day, it's gonna be pretty overlooked. You get what I'm saying? Like, this is the overlooked holiday month. So maybe I'm tripping, you know, but I don't think y'all good at. And I could just say that about other communities too, because I don't think when they come out with Asian American history, I don't think that's gonna be a long list. When they come out with uh, what else? Who else would that be? Asian, Hispanic American history. I don't think that's gonna be a long list. Um, yeah, like, of course Muslim history is not gonna be a long list. There's gonna be a lot of black people probably in America, so it's kind of like, what are we talking about? You know. So tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe, or die trying. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace.